Have you heard about the largest church in the world? The first service was March 3, 2008, with an attendance of over 300,000. The attendance is now over 2 million, and they conducted the first ever mass trance on March 17, 2008. What do they teach? Who you are requires no belief. Heaven is not a location, but refers to the inner realm of consciousness. The man on the cross is an archetypal image. He is every man and every woman. The leader's website teaches these lessons. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. My holiness is my salvation. My salvation comes from me. Let me remember that there is no sin. Do not make the pathetic error of, quote, clinging to the old rugged cross, unquote. The only message of the crucifixion is that you can overcome the cross. Have you heard of this church? Or maybe its leader? Years ago, she denied Jesus is the only way.
One of the mistakes that human beings make is believing that there is only one way to live, that we don't accept that there are diverse ways of being in the world, that there are millions of ways to be a human being, and many ways, but many paths to what you call God. And her path might be something else, and when she gets there, she might call it the light. But her loving and her kindness and her generosity brings her, if it brings her to the same point that it brings you, it doesn't matter whether she called it God along the way or not.
And I guess the danger that could be in that, I mean, it sounds great on the onset, but if you really look at both sides,
there couldn't possibly be just one way. What about Jesus? What about Jesus?
I raised them up in this whole discussion, and you say there isn't only one way. There is one way and only one way, and that is through Jesus.
There couldn't possibly be with a million of people in the world.
Today she has turned her millions of adoring fans over to New Age doctrine. Christians are letting this into their homes and are being deceived.
In order for me to do this, I just need a couple of moments.
I take this to mean that this is Mafu. Adjusting to what?
Vibrational level.
Vibrational level. Tell me, Mafu, why, first of all, who are you?
My beloved woman, bless you, I am honored to be in what is called your presence. Ask you that which be I be that which you are, entity, all things. I be what is called one who hath come unto you on this day in your timing, to bring unto you the greatest thing there be, that which is termed the knowing, that you are loved by that which is called the Father, that is within you and within all things, that be I.
Where do you come from, and why do you have an accent?
That which is called where come from I, but within you, within this woman, within all peoples, I am one with your Father, that which you are. And why speak I in this mode? Because within what is called your New Age representation, it created enough controversy unto that which had already been, that needed to discharge what had come to create a following, and thereby to hold God, and unto what is termed the understanding of that which is termed they who seek wisdom through that which I am.
Welcome to week number 3 of our New Earth web class. And again, I thank you. Eckhart Tolle thanks you for joining us as we bring students and seekers together to discuss our latest book club selection, Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth. We did something last week that was unprecedented. You said it's never been done before on television, where you just sit there in silence. And I thought a lot of people responded to the sense of connection from that. So you want to do that again?
Yes.
Let's do that again.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you're going to lead us in silence.
And simply become aware that you are breathing. The air flows in and out, and you feel yourself breathing. Air flows in and out of the body.
In reading books such as Tolle's, it's really opened my eyes up to a new way of thinking, a new form of spirituality that doesn't always align with the teachings of Christianity. So my question is to you, Oprah, how have you reconciled these spiritual teachings with your Christian beliefs?
I've reconciled it because I was able to open my mind about the absolute indescribable hugeness of that which we call God. I took God out of the box because I grew up in the Baptist church, and there were, rules and, belief systems and doctrine. And I happened to be sitting in church in my late 20s, and I was going to this church where you had to get there at, 8 o'clock in the morning, or you couldn't get a seat, and a very charismatic minister, and everybody was just, into the sermon. And this great minister was preaching about how great God was and how omniscient and omnipresent and God is everything. And then he said, and the Lord thy God is a jealous God. And I was, caught up in the rapture of that moment until he said jealous. And something struck me. And I was like, I think about 27 or 28. I was thinking, God is all, God is omnipresent, God is all. And God's also jealous. God is jealous of me. And something about that didn't feel right in my spirit, because I believe that God is love and that God is in all things. And so that's when the search for something more than doctrine started to stir within me. And I love this quote that Eckhart has. This is one of my favorite quotes in chapter 1, where he says, man made God in his own image. The eternal, the infinite, and unnameable was reduced to a mental idol that you had to believe in and worship as my God or our God.
Jesus says you are the light of the world. That means you are the consciousness in which the world appears, is seen.
So you believe what happens to us at death when the body dies? You don't have a belief.
I don't give it any thought.
You don't. God, in the essence of all consciousness, isn't something to believe. God is.
Yes.
God is. And God is a feeling experience, not a believing experience.
That's right.
And if your religion is a believing experience, if God for you is still about a belief, then it's not truly God.
No.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
It is one of the most talked about new congregations in American Christianity today. And he is the magnetic force behind all the excitement. As the lead pastor at Hillsong Church, New York City, an 8,000-member community in the heart of Manhattan, Esquire magazine named him one of the people under age 35 who are reshaping the world. It really, for you, is not about religion. It's about your relationship with God.
This is soul transformation. You get your soul right, your behavior will change.
Do you believe that only Christians can be in relationship with God?
No.
Do you believe that only Christians can be in relationship with God?
No. I believe that when Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, in the way I read that, Jesus said he's the road marker, he's the map. So I think God loves people so much that whether they accept or reject him, he's still gracious and he's still moving and he's still giving you massive red blinking lights for chances to take a right turn where maybe you would take a left. But I believe God loves people, and that's what this whole gospel is based on. It's love. You take the love out of it, we've got a moral book.
Here is a creepy video of Oprah blinking, and then some weird demonic eyes appear on top of her eyelids. This is her interview with Tom Cruise, and the video was done by Stranger Than Fiction, so check out their channel for the full video. But here it is again. She is talking to Tom Cruise, and you will notice when she blinks, her eyes are shut, but you see some kind of blue eyes peeking out of her eyelids.
Wake of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme, showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, when you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution.
A controversial movement that's quickly gaining ground on social media, giving a new voice to the abortion debate. The face of it all, a young woman who made waves by announcing she had no regrets about her choice and found others were eager to follow suit. Here's ABC's Aditi Roy.
I had an abortion last year. It was an incredibly positive experience for me because I didn't want to become a mother.
Guess who decides to promote the movement? Oprah Winfrey. The inspiration section of entertainment celebrity Oprah Winfrey's magazine O promotes the founder of a movement to publicly celebrate abortion and her new Shout Your Abortion book. The magazine's July 2018 issue features how one woman became an activist with the hashtag Shout Your Abortion. Also posted on Oprah.com on July 13th. The inspiration article is a narrative written by Amelia Bannow describing how her support for federal funding of Planned Parenthood and gratitude for her own abortion prompted her to launch the Shout Your Abortion movement. And the magazine reaches 1 in 13 women, has 10 million readers, 2 million social media followers, and 4 million unique visitors to its website. If you look up the hashtag, you get the book, the logo, the Oprah magazine. There are a lot of random tweets about shouting out your abortion on Reel. And Amelia Bannow. This is the face of Shout Out Your Abortion, and she has t-shirts and dresses. I mean, look at this dress. Heart abortion. How sick is that? And this shirt, everyone knows I had an abortion. That's the face of abortion right there. Disgusting. Now let's take a look at the logo. Notice the black, white, and red colors, and the black and white represent duality. The red represents blood sacrifice. Here's some more propaganda. They're actually having a gathering for women to talk about their abortion stories. The upside down cross is supposed to be a symbol of Christianity, but it's really not. St. Peter felt he was not worthy to be crucified as the same way Christ was, so he was crucified upside down. But it actually is a symbol of the sword, and it is meaning power, conquest, victory. This is actually a satanic symbol.
We're going to discuss the truth about Oprah Winfrey. She's a beautiful, talented woman. But for decades, she has met secretly with David Rockefeller, Bill Gates, and others to promote a world government program that is designed to reduce the African population alone by at least 50%.
Behind closed doors on this New York campus, a secret gathering of some of the world's most powerful people. Gates, Buffett, Bloomberg, Winfrey, together with others at the meeting, including George Soros, Ted Turner, David Rockefeller, they're worth more than $125 billion.
That much money, that much power around one table. It begs the question, what were they doing? What were they scheming?
You look at somebody like Oprah Winfrey, who has all this talent and all this empathy, and who can convince you to trust her.
Everybody in the audience, now listen to me carefully, is being given a special package.
And then you research who she works for and who bankrolled her. And it's so nightmarish to promote like a world religion, Christianoid garbage in Africa, and to indoctrinate African children through her program with Bill and Melinda Gates and others.
New day is on the horizon.
Buzz building about Oprah 2020.
Oprah 2020 started trending on Twitter.
Is she going to run for office?
Lady Gaga tweeting, Oprah for president, she's got my vote. Run, Oprah, run. From a Democratic congresswoman, an army of women would fight for you in 2020.
The future is female.
We are supposed to believe that OWN means Oprah Winfrey Network. However, if you look at it backwards, it's NWO, which could also mean New World Order.